I thought Patek was your favorite.
Patek is my favorite, but it was really difficult actually choosing the watches to shoot today because they were all so beautiful. To select them was torture. But you're right, Patek is very special to me, and I guess everyone knows of my infatuation with the Nautilus. I really enjoyed shooting all the watches today, and it was difficult picking a favorite. I really enjoyed learning about the watches because there's a story behind every watch. The Breguet, for example, I didn't realize just how iconic it was as a watch. They made the first ever wrist watches for women. They actually made the first one for Napoleon's sister, the Queen of Naples, and so many prominent, influential figures in history wore the Breguet, like Winston Churchill and the first Tsar of Russia and just Marie Antoinette, so it's very iconic. I chose the JLC Rendezvous because there's a moon in the design which follows the celestial orbit of the moon, and so you'll see the moon phases throughout the month, which I thought was very cool. Not only is it like very beautiful and understated in its design, but the engineering behind it, it's meant to stay accurate for 972 years, which is amazing. So if you're the type of woman that cares about the mechanism of your watch just as much as you care about the look and design of it, then you definitely go for the Omega Ladymatic, which is one of my favorites from the brand. The engineering behind the mechanism is just phenomenal. It's almost as though the watch is alive. It's like it's beating. I chose the APs because they're very trendy at the moment, like a modern day icon. They're very recognizable from their design. I actually chose a very sporty one that you can wear like during the day, that's a bit more casual. This one in rose gold, that's a bit more special. Picking out the APs was actually my favorite because of the boutique. It's so cool and edgy. But it's very recognizable from like the 8 screws. The design is just so sleek. It's like the coolest and edgiest watch out there at the moment. Harry Winston makes beautiful jewellery, so you can imagine just how gorgeous their watches are. This one especially paints such a beautiful image because it's got 305 brilliant cut diamonds. It reminds me of a snowy night. I can imagine it on somebody like my mother. It's very elegant and understated. It's just such a beautiful watch. And last, but definitely not least, is my ultimate favorite, the Nautilus by Patek Philippe. Not only is it so sleek and elegant in design, it's so exclusive and rare to find. So when you see someone wearing a Nautilus, you know they went through so much effort to find it. It takes sometimes up to 2 years for Patek Philippe to make a watch. You can imagine how intricate and detailed it is as a timepiece. So you never know, maybe Time Center will find me one. Yeah, so I had an amazing day shooting them. Thank you, I really enjoyed it. So I'll be gone. And I'm just gonna take this with me.